Hi, I'm Richard Cole. I'm a fourth year student at Cardiff University this year, and I'm teaching pole dancing for Cardiff University Pole Dance Society. Well, there's three places we train. We have lessons and practice sessions in Cathays Community Centre, which is on the Cathays Terrace, and then there's also Passion on City Road, which is a big pink sex shop. I've got two competitions coming up. There's one at the beginning of December, I think it's the 3rd of December on a Monday, which is the choreography competition. I'm competing in that with the Pole Dance Society's president, Lauren Sweeney. At the moment, my signature move would probably be the Iron X, because although some of the other people in the Pole Society can do it, I'd say I reckon I could hold it the longest. You don't really want to buy a bad pole, because if you do, then you'll fall, it'll crash down, you'll end up on YouTube, one of the pole fail videos. And so a good pole to buy is a Chrome X pole, and they're around 180. When you tell people that you pole dance, they're either trying to hide their shock, or they're just trying to be really polite about it. I mean, some people you can tell who they know it straight away as it's a fitness form, but for those who don't, then you often do see a bit of a shock factor. Say at the Freshers' Fair, for example, when people came across and they saw the Pole Dancing Society, there was a definite intrigue there, and so there definitely is still that shock factor. And I guess people were shocked because they do see it as that sexy kind of erotic, cash in the thong kind of dance. But I think people immediately started to think, as soon as you tell them it's more of a sport thing, something's changed in people's heads. You can see their reaction change, and they begin to understand how it can be seen as a sport and how it can be seen as a way of strength training and also dance training. It doesn't just have to be walking around a pole and getting money off dirt bags. The stigma changes according to the generation that you come from, really. I know my parents, at the beginning, they were a bit iffy about it, and to start off I did actually lie to them about what I was doing, and then eventually I showed my mum these videos on YouTube of these pole dancers and these male pole dancers, and she was really impressed, and I said to her, well, that's what I'm starting to do now. And she thought it was quite cool. And then my dad as well, at first he was a bit iffy about it, but then when I showed him these videos on YouTube, and I told him how it's a fitness form and a dance form, he began to come around to it. And I mean, mum doesn't really tell people that Richard does pole dancing. She tells people Richard does pole fitness. But I think people can tell from your character as well what kind of pole dancing you do, without you having to justify it verbally.